We'll put total leather and we'll get started. He'll call for the fair catch here. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. From the gun, the ground game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series. Taking a shot down the field, they got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The toss sweep to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
This crowd He'll try to get the edge on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. A simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and I love the jet sweep early in the ballgame. How does the defense react? Do they overreact? Do they underreact? I'm going to watch this so I can use it later on down the road.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. Play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. He's still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
On the ground, it's Blue. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moving away from pressure. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it gets off.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the in with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Gonna take a shot. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big play.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama quickly back to the line. Defense in press coverage. Give to the back. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Milroe. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Reads it, fires complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it away. Touchdown, Bama! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Texas offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Going to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road before.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Lets it fly deep downfield. Go to the end zone, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown Tide. With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. He's going up top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just...
And the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, it's reverse. And that play looked great when they drew it up in the playbook. Did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. these receivers. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown call. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Leaves it with the back. And the Longhorns will have a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
On the run, it's Blue. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Finds the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he gets stopped before he gets started. A loss on the play.
Yeah, I got nothing for you, RD. I mean, you start to run backwards. Maybe you think you can outrun everybody on the field and you're faster than everybody, but either way, that play went nowhere. Actually, it went somewhere. It went really far backwards.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Bond. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Got his man quickly. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arch with their football? A little ballet moment there. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass, thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, it's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings to this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to pass, it's Ewers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2 is quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Here comes the Texas offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming in this week.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Pressure coming. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. To the air, it's Milroe. Throws to the back. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Wiggles free. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's so hard to get these guys to the ground. They're such good athletes nowadays. You can see, had a chance to wrap him up, but he's so elusive. He gets out of the tackle, still forces the incompletion. But, man, these guys are a nightmare to try to get on the ground and try to get those sacks.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws for the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.